Let's begin. We start with the first laugh. This is Rob Maher on variations of his name.
My name can change and grow and evolve with you. Like when I was younger, Robbie, more playful, cute, right? Now trying to be cool, Rob. If I want to get responsible, get my act together, Robert. Want to be a bad boy, live life in the fast lane, Bobby. Yeah. Get old, play golf every day, Bob. Get really old, play bridge every day, Bert. Yeah. And if I really want to switch things up, Roberta. A lot of options, one name. So.
If you got a fitness goal, you know, first day of fall's coming up, so nothing like thinking about those New Year's resolutions early because the season of death is coming on. How about, do you think you could do 10 push-ups right now in a row?
I
think it seems ambitious.
It's probably as many as I could do, honestly.
I used to think that, I used to be able to do a lot. Now, my shoulder's kind of damaged right now. I've done something to my shoulder.
Here comes the excuses already. Here they come.
I have done something to my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's something's out of place or I've torn something.
Mm-hmm.
But I challenge you.
Me to do 10
right
push-ups?
Now, this morning, we get down and we do push-ups to see if we can do 10. Because right now, 53% of Americans can't do 10 in a row. 36% said they can't even do 5. Are we above the 50% of Americans?
I haven't tried to lift or do a push-up in a while.
You're looking at me. We drop right here, right now, and we do 10.
On the air?
On the air, right here, right now.
All right, I'll do it.
You ready?
Yeah, that's fine.
Bright and early this morning.
All right.
Now, again, I've done something to my shoulder.
We're on a real honor system because neither of us can see the other one, and you guys can't see us.
And I will be honest. And they can't.
I will, too.
They won't be able to see us down on the ground.
Right.
I will be honest because my shoulder might allow me to do like 2.
I'll be honest, too. I'm pretty fat, so it's harder to push all of me up. We'll try to do real push-ups. Yeah.
Straight back.
Well, yeah. I've got nobody watching my form here, but yeah, I planned on it.
All right, here we go. Let's see if we can do 10. Everybody try it. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Don't cuss.
I don't know.
Hold on, I can't.
I got him. But I don't know if I could have went any further.
I might have got maybe 11
couple
or 12.
more. Yeah.
And that's it.
Now I'm going to hurt for the next 3 days.
Don't you feel alive?
No, I feel sore already.
All right. Good morning. I'm lightheaded. I might pass out. It's time for
Good morning, BJ. Good morning, Jules.
Good morning, guys.
What do we have today?
What's a firefly's favorite dance?
I don't know many dances, believe it or not. You're the dancer of the group. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm the dancer of the group.
I don't know. What do we got?
It's the glitter bug.
Okay.
There we go.
Thank you, Jules.
How about some nerd news?
Nerd news. Let's do it.
A premium AI app claims it can pinpoint when you will die. After you answer a series of questions about your health and social habits, it will say you will die on this date.
It still doesn't know. Doesn't know if I'm going to get hit by a truck tomorrow.
According to the app, it does.
By my social habits and stuff, I mean, there's some bad luck stuff that happens, It doesn't know.
New research shows that drinking water won't do much to prevent or alleviate your hangover. They say it is still a good idea, but it will not help whatsoever. It might feel like it does, but it doesn't. Hangovers are not dehydration. Apparently, they're oxidative stress and inflammatory response.
So take anti-inflammatories instead?
It's what it sounds like.
With your water.
It's probably a good idea to drink water.
It's always a good idea. I'm a big proponent of drink your water. I always assumed it would help your hangover, though, really.
But they say it's really not going to alleviate the headache and all that other stuff. Chipotle's new avocado robot can cut, core, and peel avocados in about 26 seconds.
That's pretty good. I couldn't do it even close to that fast.
So
they have an avocado robot.
I want to know, do we have one here, and can we go watch it in action?
I want to know why they roll my burrito into something that's only like 4 inches long, but also that big around. Can we get it like regular burrito shaped?
So
it's more like a meatball. It's like,
so you don't like short and stubby. You like long and thinner.
I'm not going to say, yes, that's easy to put into my mouth. But it is. It's easier to put into my mouth. Okay?
It would be.
It is.
All right. One day, we may all have brain chips to help us remember where our keys are.
Really?
Yeah, one day.
That's the best thing they can give us with a brain chip?
Well, I think there's more to it, but that's one of the things.
That's a pretty crappy use of a high technology, isn't it?
There's nerd news.
You're listening to the Chris Purple Hayes and Bobby Show. Big Dog 97.9.
Jason, ready to win $1,000 with the $1,000 minute?
Good morning, Jason. How we feeling this morning? Confident?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Confident.
Confident. That's the word.
Caffeinated. A little bit messed up, but I'm good.
Right.
All right, man, here are your rules.
It is 10 questions in 60 seconds. You answer all 10 correctly in 60 seconds, we're giving you $1,000. At any point you're not sure about a question, say pass. We'll come back to it if there's enough time. And whatever your first answer is that you give us, that is the one that is the official answer that we have to take.
All righty.
All right, dude, here we go. Your $1,000 minute starts in 3, 2, 1. What do you call a hamburger with a slice of cheese on it?
Cheeseburger.
What did the Pony Express deliver in the days of the Old West?
Mel.
If someone asked you for your John Hancock, what would you give them?
Your signature.
What is Fred Flintstone's wife's name?
Wilma Flintstone.
What is 77 minus 9?
Pass.
Lipton, Campbell's, and Progresso are all kinds of what?
Soup.
What do we call the chief executive of a state government?
Pass.
What kind of animal is a campalina?
Kangaroo.
In terms of sleep, what does REM stand for?
Pass.
What is the most densely populated U.S. state? Which has the most people per square mile? Connecticut, New Jersey, Florida, or Delaware?
Florida.
What is 77 minus 9? Man. Okay.
There was the buzzer.
All righty.
All right. You're doing good. You were doing good. What is 77 minus 9? That is 68. What do we call the chief executive of a state government? That is the governor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty simple.
What? It's just, you're never asked in that way.
What kind of animal is a capulina? That is a horse.
Oh.
I like the kangaroo guess.
Kangaroo, why not?
My daughter's going to be mad at me on that one.
Yeah. In the terms of sleep, what does REM stand for? That is rapid eye movement. And what is the most densely populated U.S. state, which has the most people per square mile? It is New Jersey, which has about 1,300 per square mile.
That's a lot. They're packed into New Jersey. Yeah.
Wow.
They're sardines.
Yeah. All right, no big deal, Jason. You still got some cool prizes just for playing.
Do have a $20 certificate to High Winds Casino. Go down there, have a good time at High Winds. Plus, you get a good meal at the Steakhouse restaurant because we give you a $10 certificate as well.
Nice.
Hang tight for us, Jason. Everyone else, go register to play the $1,000 minute at BigDog979.com.
Are y'all ready, kids?
Ha! What a dumbass.
Dumbass.
What the hell's your problem, you dumbass?
What? A dumbass.
Great moment there, dumbass.
40-year-old guy named Travis recently applied to be a fourth grade teacher and a basketball coach.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Travis, well, they hired somebody else.
Well, that sucks. He wanted the job, but, you get passed up sometimes.
But instead of looking for a different job, he started harassing the guy who got the job. by mailing the guy and his fiancée packages of dead animals,
Interesting.
including a raccoon and 4 skunks.
Whatever he could scoop up off the road, I assume.
Yes. And at least one of them had a note in it that said, if you do not stop...
Leave your job or else.
Yeah, basically, if you don't resign, if you keep up by keeping your job,
you'll keep getting more
Travis
dead animals.
Didn't put his name on it, but the cops figured it out because he also made 4 phone calls to child services, claiming the other guy was sleeping with a minor.
Oh.
He also sent letters to the guy's bosses and his fiance's bosses.
Wow.
Claiming the same thing.
Dang, he really wanted this 4th grade teaching job, didn't he?
I think it was the basketball coach.
Probably that part.
Then he left 2 voicemails threatening to kill the fiancé and their baby.
Damn.
If the guy did not step down immediately.
Dead skunk wasn't enough. He had to go a little further
Apparently
than that.
wasn't working. He's now facing felony charges for stalking, intimidation, and criminal mischief.
Yeah. The old get 'em next time approach might have been more appropriate there, Trav. There's lots of schools, many of which need teachers. Probably just no teachers like you dumbass.
What a dumbass.
This Sunday is the first day of fall, the season of death.
It is that. Everything dies.
The top 6 reasons fall sucks.
Okay. Other than that?
Yep. Top 6 reasons fall sucks.
All right.
Number 6, you already deal with a chill. Thanks to your marriage.
Ouch. Yow. Hopefully that's not you.
Number 5, the fireplace requires wood, and that requires work.
Cutting wood is hard work. It's true.
Number 4, they have pumpkin spice everything.
Yes.
Well, except for enemas.
They may have them. I don't know.
Number 3, no more days at Shoal Creek showing off your dad bod in that camo Speedo.
I bet you there were more than one camo Speedo in Shoal Creek this year.
2, every retail store decides we need to hear Monster Mash 6 times per visit.
It's like the quintessential, it's the Halloween song.
Yeah. Top 6 reasons fall sucks. Number 1, shrinkage. I mean, am I right, guys?
It doesn't help us.
There's your top 6 today.
This is going to bring me back to something we did earlier in the show.
Yeah.
You challenged us to see if we could do
this
10
morning.
push-ups each.
I was a little worried.
Consecutively. I think we both did well.
We got 10 knocked out. I think we both maybe got 11 or we could have done 11 or 12. But
I think we could have.
We stopped at 10. But if you were listening, I think you could definitely tell.
We were breathing hard. We were winded after this.
Yes.
Which then got me laughing about God, is it bad? Am I old?
Right.
That I can't do 10 push-ups without being that winded?
Well,
and now my belly hurts because I was actually holding myself straight like you're
and that's crazy. The thing where I remember being able to, I could knock out 50 and it was a no problem at all for me.
Consecutively?
That's
pretty good.
I used to when I did triathlons and stuff, I could knock out 50 and it not be an issue.
I don't know how many I could have done at one time, but anyway. Now that my arms are sore, I'm wondering what other old people things I do. Because before we started,
I'd probably do some.
Before we began, you already had I've got a shoulder.
I don't know what I've done to my shoulder.
So I've seen this thing, and it's asking what are the old person thing you do. If you have an old person thing that you do, you can always text it in 417-659-9797. For instance, do you ask for a real menu instead of the QR code at a restaurant?
No, I can do the QR code.
You don't go, I don't want that. Give me the paper one.
Now I might say menu, and they'll go QR code, and I'll go, okay. And then I pull my phone out.
Okay, all right.
I'll do that. So I'm not old in that way yet.
Do you grunt when you get up?
Oh yeah. I've grunted getting up since I was 16.
Okay.
I've always been too hard on myself, so I've grunted since then.
The old person thing. Check mark there.
I've been old since 16.
Do you refer to a knee as your bad knee?
No, I've got 2 bad ones.
Both knees.
One worse than the other one, yes, but they're both bad.
Yeah. Do you prefer to go to a store or restaurant at the off times?
I will definitely go. I will definitely Leonard it in a heartbeat, especially doing the hours that we do.
Yeah, no doubt about it. How often do you fall asleep on the couch watching TV at 8 p.m.?
How about 6? That happens.
That's really good. Do you wonder if it's too risky to have a cup of coffee after 4?
Oh, I know not to. I won't wake up in the morning.
Okay.
I won't sleep all night, basically.
Well, I tell you what, man, you are certified old according to this list, but hey, you can do 10 push-ups.
I say it's because of the job we do. A lot of that happens to me.
The 2 bad knees, we sit.
No, that's from earlier life in sports.
All right, maybe other things than not the bad knees.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm old compared to that list. Yesterday, I said that David Schwimmer could have been in Men in Black instead of Will Smith. And you're thinking there's no way.
There's no way.
It almost happened. David was offered the part first, but he turned it down. And that is because he was on a short break from Friends, and he was already committed to direct his own movie, and that's what he really wanted to do, was direct. So he passed on Men in Black, and that's when they moved on to Will Smith.
They were clearly just looking for somebody hot at the time, right? Yes. Somebody big at the time, and he was one of them.
And he was one of them. So Men in Black could have almost starred David Schwimmer instead of Will Smith.
Ross from Friends, if you need help with who David Schwimmer is.
Yes.
Which made us think, who would make a worse leading role in Men in Black than David Schwimmer?
So brings us to our Mount Rushmore.
Mm-hmm.
The Mount Rushmore of actors that would have been worse than David Schwimmer in that role.
All right, let's do the coin flip here.
Heads.
It is tails.
All right, and as always, you can go online when we post this and let us know what you think is the worst. Let us know who won between me and Bobby as well.
Okay, so I've got the first pick, and I'm going to go with there's too many bad ones.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Pauly Shore at number 1.
That's pretty good.
Pauly Shore with the first overall pick. He would make the comical parts, if you're into Pauly Shore kind of comedy.
Yeah.
He would have been worse.
All right. Well, my number 1 pick would be Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
Steven Seagal, I think, would be a horrific in that role.
It's funny because that's the types-ish of movies that he did. No aliens.
No aliens.
But he always tried to play
But it was awful.
Bad. It was usually bad. It was usually bad. Yeah, that's good. All right, then, at number 2, I'm going to take Rowan Atkinson, which is Mr. Bean. I'm going to take him at number
I was like,
2.
who is that?
You have to explain that one out, just kind of like David Schwimmer.
As soon as you say Mr. Bean.
Mr.
It's like,
Bean.
oh, okay.
I'm taking Mr. Bean, number 2.
Okay. With my second pick, I'm going to take David Hasselhoff.
See, you got guys that actually played kind of,
That would be awful.
Would they have been good?
No. David Hasselhoff.
I don't even know how to spell that. I'll have to get back to that. David Hasselhoff. I can tell our list are different. I'm trying to think of other people that would have also kind of mousy, kind of, not your typical action hero kind of guy.
Yeah.
And it's leading me to my third pick, Michael Cera. He was the really wimpy kid off of Superbad.
Okay.
Not McLovin, but the other one.
Okay.
I'm taking Michael Cera. One of those know him if you've seen him kind of guys.
All right. With my third pick, since you mentioned what you did, I'm going to go with Andy Dick.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that pick.
Andy Dick would have been awful as the
I won't
lead.
watch anything that Andy Dick's in.
Yeah, it would have been awful.
It's that bad. Okay. Final pick. This cat would have still been really lovable It's just one of those things. Wouldn't have aged well, which, I mean, Will, he's kind of been ostracized too, but this is worse, I promise. But he was lovable then. But he also isn't made to play that role. Bill Cosby. Give me Bill Cosby at number 4.
That's good.
Oh, gosh, there's an alien. No, that's a bad Bill Cosby, but I tried.
Yeah, you're right. We wouldn't be able to watch Men in Black anymore.
They would not be on TBS replaying.
Well, I was thinking with the last pick here that I was thinking Vin Diesel would be bad.
He would have been.
Ben Affleck would have been bad.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage would have been bad.
I didn't put those guys. Yeah.
There's Christopher Walken. Oh, look over there.
Oh my God, he would be great actually in a weird way.
And then I thought,
would he have been even better?
That might have been. He would have been better, I think, than David Schwimmer.
Yeah, maybe so.
So I'm going to go with a not as good Will Smith.
Okay,
Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker,
I don't think would have been good.
No, not even close. He had his whole about the same time.
He was good with Jackie Chan.
That was it.
And outside of the Jackie Chan movie, not good.
Rush Hour. He got to do Rush Hour. That was his thing.
The first 1 and 2 were okay. Third, no.
Yeah.
So, again, I'm going to take Chris Tucker.
Others I had honorable mentions. John Ratzenberger, who was the mailman on Cheers.
Okay.
I also had the guy who played McLovin. Nobody knows that guy's name, but you know McLovin. Walter Matthau.
Also would have been a good...
I think Bill Cosby's better, but Walter Matthau would have been a bad one. Yeah.
Again, it's David Schwimmer. Could have been Will Smith's character in Men in Black. He turned it down. Who would have been worse? Our Mount Rushmore is...
Pauly Shore, Rowan Atkinson, Michael Cera, and Bill Cosby.
I've got Steven Seagal, David Hasselhoff, Andy Dick, and Chris Tucker.
Yeah. You can let us know who has the better list and let us know your own Chris Purple and Bobby Show on Facebook.
This is not headline news. Sunday is the first day of fall. You can tell fall is close because Midwesterners are already cooking pumpkin-spiced meth. SNL Season 50 hosts include Gene Smart, Michael Keaton, and in a bit of a shocker, musical guest Dave Grohl's love child. Sources say Justin Bieber is struggling to cope with the allegations against his friend Diddy. Or he's struggling to cope with the fact that Diddy has him on video watching people forced to lube up. And George R.R. Martin turned 76 today. I don't know how he'll celebrate, but you can probably safely bet your mortgage it won't be by finishing the last Game of Thrones book. This is not headline news.
How about some knowledge nuggets?
Make me smarter, Chris Purple Haze.
There are approximately 200 different types of fungi on your feet right now.
Oh, God. Really?
200.
I took a shower, though.
Doesn't matter. 200 different types.
Dang, you don't want a microscope on your feet.
Nope. A football player named Bobby Singh won the Super Bowl with the St. Louis Rams in 2000.
Okay.
An XFL championship with the LA Extreme in 2001.
Okay.
And a CFL championship in 2006 with the BC Lions.
Wow.
No other player has won all three.
He's the only guy. And you couldn't name him if we give 1,000 guesses.
Nope. The most expensive video game console in the past 30 years would have been, when you adjust for inflation, the Sega Saturn in 1995, which would cost over $800 in today's money.
I was getting ready to say, I don't remember that one. That's probably why.
Yeah.
I'm sure I didn't.
Way too expensive.
Have any friends that had one of those. All of their parents were like, no way.
The PlayStation 3 was a very close second, just under $800 when you adjust for inflation.
Okay.
The longest golf hole in the world is 1,100-yard hole in South Korea.
Jesus.
It is a par 7. And if you manage to get a hole in one,
you win.
That would be called a phoenix.
A phoenix. Ah.
If you did it in 2 shots, that would be called an ostrich.
It doesn't matter because I could never. I can't get it. I couldn't get it in 6 shots over on a 1,000-yard hole. What would that be called? A sextuplet birdie?
I don't know. The U.S. Patriot Act is actually an acronym.
U.S. Patriot. Okay, what's Patriot?
A really clunky one.
Yeah.
It seems kind of forced.
Does it?
But it is one. It stands for uniting and strengthening America by providing appropriate tools required to intercept and obstruct terrorism act.
Yeah, it does seem forced. We got to make something that spells out Patriot.
and that's what they came up with.
Okay, that's a good shot at it, I guess.
There's your knowledge nuggets.
Are y'all ready, kids?
Ha! What a dumbass.
Dumbass.
What the hell's your problem, you dumbass?
What a dumbass.
Great moment there, dumbass.
If you're embarrassed about people looking at your junk, flashing it about to strangers probably isn't your best hobby.
You know, I think that would be the opposite of what you would do.
Yeah. Well, there's a 23-year-old guy named Andre from a town in England called Westward Ho.
Westward Ho!
With an exclamation point.
Is it?
And it actually has the exclamation point, and that is a real town.
You must have to say it that way.
Westward Ho!
All right.
Yep. Anyway, last year he flashed his junk to a woman on a walking path. He also asked her, quote, "Would you like some of this?"
I knew it would be good. I knew the quote would be good. That's pretty good.
It turns out that it's not what she wanted.
Actually, I was here to exercise.
And I'm not sure what he thought her reaction would be, but it clearly wasn't that.
Wow, what a wiener. That's what he was hoping for.
Yeah. Instead, the woman actually made fun of just how small his manhood was.
Oh, not what he was going for at all.
He was clearly embarrassed. He ran off back to his car, but she wrote down his license plate number and called the cops. He's now been arrested for indecent exposure. His trial will start in the upcoming week. He's claiming he's innocent because someone else must have been the flasher and driving his car, and the lady was confused.
Yeah, probably
because
so.
my wiener is much bigger.
Yes.
She would have not made fun of it.
Go ahead, whip it out on the table then. Show everyone. What a weird thing. I think you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Wiener man, you dumbass.
What a dumbass.
Morning show, we find out what we learned on the show today. Bobby, what did you learn?
In nerd news, you told me that they're going to put brain chips in our head to help us find our keys. And I thought, that's it? Yeah. That's the best that they've got? Yeah. We live such a simple life. And some people will be so enticed.
Keys.
Yes, do brain surgery on me. I can never find keys. Why don't they just make it? It could be so much cooler than that. We could have like some laser thing that shoots out of our eye that starts our car or whatever. Scans us or what.
Blink, blink.
Yeah. Boom. Fires right up. No, to find your key. Yeah. I don't think we're dreaming big enough if we're going to go ahead and implant chips in our head. What did you learn today?
That both of us can do 10 push-ups in a row.
Yeah. At one time.
In one setting.
That's right.
10 push-ups.
I'm glad that you prefaced that in a row. It didn't take us the whole show either.
Well, I thought I needed to brag a little on us.
Yeah, that's true. I was pretty proud, really. I didn't know if I could, to be honest. It had been a long time since I tried.
Same.
It will probably be a long time again.
Oh, it'll be a new thing.
Every morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's not going to stick.
Okay.
Let's share one more laugh. What do we have?
How about Junior Stopka on smoking pot in space?
Say, if you're an astronaut and you smoke weed in space, I don't think you'd be that surprised that you're floating. Or maybe the trip is opposite in space. It's like, dude, I feel like I'm on the ground. I can remember everything. My keys are right here. I know. Oh, no more tank for me, Neil. I'm full. Moon boots.